there's been some debate as to what the main merch shop or ride shop, or really shop is at Cedar Point. The three obvious choices all kind of clustered in the front of the park. Point Plaza, the first and probably biggest, right in the front, but largely dedicated to just Cedar Point specific merch. Then there's the Pagoda, or Pagoda Gifts, and then the CP Ride Shop. CP Ride Shop at the base of the first skyline, if you're just walking in, only roller coaster related merch, nothing else. A lot of really unique stuff. But the Pagoda Gifts has just a wild selection of roller coaster merch, including the tribute shirts, just super soft. It's got a whole section, a whole wall dedicated to Squishmallows that are all from around the park. A whole kids section now next to the clearance areas. I mean, really just covers all the bases, and in my opinion, although Just may disagree, I think it has a better selection of roller coaster shirts. CP Ride Shop may have a few more different kinds, but I like the wider variety. And then Point Plaza, looking at a lot of other parks, are going to have that main one right at the front, but it's just only Cedar Point and Sandusky related things. So anyway, those are my 2 cents on the main parks. I'm going to cast a vote and say Pagoda Gifts. Just sort of the end of the midway, just before the end of the Sky Ride, right there actually.
I am talking loudly because there's copyrighted material blasting behind me, but you know, some would say, even though it's not at the front of the park, some would say Pagoda Gift Shop here, right where the midway splits and goes off to the boardwalk, is the superior Cedar Point gift shop and the premium Cedar Point gift shop. Let's jump inside and see if you agree. Cedar Point's long leaned into the American iconography in a lot of its branding, and some of it's a little loud, but I do love this hat just with the simple, you know, stars and stripes on it. Simple, gets the point, and there you have it. And here we have all the new era hats in one place, which is kind of awesome. So the new Maverick designs, there's Valraven at the bottom, the corkscrew, blue streak, gatekeeper, all that down here are not new, but they look nice. I think that Magnum in gray over here is new, and that looks pretty nice as well. That Cedar Point logo in trucker variety is also new. Pretty great stuff all around. Yeah, the steel in the different colorways. They know what they're doing, guys. These merchandising folks are not simple. So, and you know what? After a day here, I think anyone might agree that we are in fact at America's Rock and Roller Coast. Great shirt. It looks like they reissued the graphic too for 2024, because that Top Thrill 2 has the colors of the revised model on it. But yeah, pretty great. Good stuff. A lot of new GV art and design shirts and other things for this year too, including the Steel Vengeance, the Millennium Force, the Gatekeeper. Just around here we see the Maverick, and some hats as well. I don't think the steel is new, but this entrance key with Gatekeeper going through it looks new for the season, as does the Millennium Force hat, all of which are pretty great, I gotta say. And then you've got, these are not artist designed, but you've got sort of the ride logos, you know, Travelog style on a mug, and some water bottles too. And how did I almost miss this GV Designs hoodie, new for this year? Incredible. So much classic art and iconography captured on it. It somehow looks vintage and new at the same time. Really just excellent stuff. If it were a zip up, I would probably have to take it with me, but alas, it's not. So yeah, so Cedar Fair has long had a relationship with Squishmallow, but this year they really leaned into their own plush. The Wild Mouse were new for 2023 when the ride debuted, but look at this. We've also got a Maverick Midnight plush, a Valraven Raven, an Iron Dragon, a raptor, I'm sensing a theme here, a Gatekeeper, Griffin, mythical dragon, and then of course a Steel Vengeance cactus. Incredible. Good stuff all around. Well done, guys. Well done. And the Homage brand makes Cedar Point's tribute shirts, which are really well made. I'm not sure if they're comfort colors positioned, but they have the classic logos, and they're just on better cotton. They wear really well, they're comfortable. That's the classic Cedar Point logo right there. Oh my God, they have Get to the Point. I need to get that shirt. That shirt's coming home with me. Dear God, we found it, guys. We found it. 4 more years. No, I'm kidding. Classic flags there as well. Glad to see Blue Streak getting some love. Oh, they got the Magnum stuff back. Right next to here, we see a lot of those classic build-your-own cars as well. Just really, really good stuff all around. Thoroughly impressed. Not only is the merch upped this year, but it's all in stock. Sometimes they'll have something cool, and it'll be mostly gone. So, bravo, Cedar Point, bravo. And just look at all these classic retired rides that Coaster Dynamics is honoring here, and the new ones, of course, but the classic ones here especially. It's really incredible, this whole section. I think they tore a wall down here to add all this, but Homage, Gemini, Power of Tower Power, Giant Wheel. They even have a shirt for the Sky Ride. Amazing, look at that. And the Platinum Pass holder, which has since been retired and replaced by the Prestige Pass, still exists in button form, though it's not necessarily high quality or interesting. This, by sheer virtue of antiquated nature, becomes peak merch. It seems like the Champion Cedar Point relationship is still going strong here. Got a whole litany of Champion tees. These are actually 2 for $30, which again, I'm only showing you the price because it's listed right there. But if you love Champion brand and you love Cedar Point, I've got just the stuff for you. This is the kind of thing that if you keep it in your bedroom and you wake up in the middle of the night to go pee and you lock eyes with it, you know, you don't sleep well for the rest of the night. So be forewarned. Yeah. And we'd be remiss not to point out real quick that the Peanut store has actually been renamed to Peanuts at the Point. Good alliteration. Pigpen prominently featured in the entranceway. I'm here for it. Let's hop inside. And you know, they had all this Camp Snoopy merch at Dorney, but they have even more here. They've got this great sun hat that says Beagle Scouts on it. They've got the Snoopy hat. They've got a s'mores kit. Who doesn't love s'mores? I know a few people. That's sort of an in joke. More of that. Not all classrooms have walls stuff. Very nice. And these look really nice too, these bags. Are they actual Loungefly? No, these look like bootleg Loungefly too, but they look just as well made, frankly. So hey, smoke them if you got them.
So my only catch with so much of the merch in the store is that it's not really Cedar Point or even Lake Erie theme. Like, this is a great bag, but the light theming here misses out. The palm trees aren't really Lake Erie, but you could pass for the beach, you could pass for the lifeguard. Like, this could be...
And they could have kept the palm trees, honestly, and just put Lake Erie or like enjoy
Cedar Point.
I would have forgiven the continuity errors.
It's a great bag though.
Yeah. I like that it's clear too.
Yeah.
Stylish even. Let's keep looking. And I gotta tell you guys, we can't take Pigpen for granted because they don't have Pigpen plush at every Cedar Fair park. And though he plays in the dirt and is covered in trash, he's still got a lot of love to give. So here's to you, Pigpen. We salute you. It means a lot to see Pigpen immortalized here on the merchandise. I mean, you could have a day in the woods and come out with a similar sentiment. You know, dirt does happen, so let's just talk about it, guys. Thank you, Pigpen. We salute you.
Coaster hair, don't care.
Do you have coaster hair?
If I do, I don't care.
Oh my God, here they are again. But actually what brought me in here was the dated merch. 2024, Cedar Point, all your favorite Peanuts characters. Love that my buddy, my best friend ever, Pigpen, actually makes an appearance. But we've got this on t-shirts. Yeah, we've got this on bags. We've even got this on Snoopy plush. So there you go, lots to love with the dated merch this year for Cedar Point, including this hoodie with Peanuts comic strips all over it. So a lot of cool stuff. The magnet is really nice as well. Would have done well to put this in a pin form, I'm just saying, but well, all in all, by large, good stuff. Dig the mug too. We found the new toy too, branded with Cedar Point. Jeremy's demoing it for us. Look at that.
Snoopy.
Snoopy sand art. And what happens when you shake it? Huh.
Bye-bye, Snoopy.
Bye-bye, Snoopy. I remember sand art was a big thing when I was a kid. You could get it from the catalogs. It was like Sharper Image had sand art stuff, you know? So it's pretty neat that they even have this. Who is it for? Unclear, but the child who has everything. This is definitely me after a day on the peninsula, just walking around in my boots riding coasters, you know? No shame in the game. And if you're not sure if the Pagoda shop is the official Cedar Point gift shop, the best Cedar Point gift shop, another contender here might be this sleeper hit, Under the Sky Ride, affectionately known simply as CP Shop. I'm hopping in. Yeah, so CP Shop is really where all the coaster merch is, and as soon as you walk in, you're hit with these full bleed, loud and proud heavy hitters here. So there's also a lot more stuff. I mean, you really could get a different pair of pajama pants for every night of the week if you were so inclined. Sunday is a Valraven night, you know, Gatekeeper Monday, Maverick Tuesday, so forth and so on. And these same designs that we see at all the Six Flags parks now have made their way to Cedar as well. Not wild about them, but hey, people like it. And we found the Made to Thrill Honey Pot. My favorite designs. They've got pretty much every poster here. Patches and pins as far as the eye can see. Creme de la creme. I believe this graphic is new for 2024, the Amazement Park. We've seen this branding around the property. I don't think the phrase is new for the year, but certainly the graphic is. And they've got it on a nice pin here, along with a few other pins. I don't know if they're new or not, but big fan of this Gemini pin as well. And this beautiful Lake Erie, the car, that seems to be new for this year as well. I've seen it in like a traditional form, but I haven't seen Made to Thrill do it, so pretty cool. And Cedar, along with Kings, was really the first park to really lean into the coaster-specific Squishmallows. So here we see Millie, that's the Millennium Force Squishmallow. There's the Raptor Squishmallow. There's the Gatekeeper Squishmallow. The Steel Squishmallow we've seen earlier as well. Pretty good. And that same graphic that we saw for Top Thrill 2, that same sort of tie-dyed hippy-dippy font, they've got for Millennium Force as well. That's a great shirt. Really a solid option if you love Millennium Force and nostalgia. And Coaster Dynamics, in addition to the coaster cutouts and the nano coasters, also makes these statics models. I've only really seen them here at Cedar for the Millennium Force cars, but if you've seen them anywhere else, let me know. Leave a comment down below. The ride shop's also the only place you can get this canvas wall art from rides both defunct, like Avalanche Run, Whitewater Landing, and Maverick, to Iron Dragon, and Cedar Downs. These were the original ads for when the rides opened, and they have them on canvas, canvas sort of stapled to pieces of wood. So, pretty nifty. There's Gemini down there too. And Oxford pennants for all of the big coasters are in full effect. I don't see Steel Vengeance, but they do make one. It's on the website. Which one's your favorite? I really like the Magnum one a lot. World's first hyper coaster. Let them know, I say. Let them know. Now, the obvious contender for the main gift shop is the gift shop right at the front entrance, Point Plaza, so styled as a celebration of Cedar Point. It's pretty generic Cedar Point stuff in here, though. We'll hop in and you can see for yourself if you think this deserves to be the main gift shop. I mean, among the grist for the mill here in Point Plaza is this stylish and lovely Cedar Point bucket hat. I do see a price, so I will share it with you. That's 40 bucks. Love the logo. Does it keep your head shady? Probably. And it looks like we do have the Peanuts 2024 Cedar Point pin here in the gift shop, the main gift shop, but it's not in the Peanuts shop, so what are you gonna do? And also in the main gift shop, these water bottles are nice, you know, merch with a message. Why not? And before Coaster Dynamics got in on the craze, you had this company called Cat's Meow making what are called shelf sitters. They're wooden. I don't believe they're handmade, but they are locally made, and they're really charming. They seem like they'd be nice in like a library or something, right? There's the Big Wheel, there's Wild Mouse, there's Blue Streak, there's the Sky Ride. Got a lot of the key rides have shelf sitters and Cat's Meows as well, so this seems unique to Point Plaza. There's Rougarou, the stand-up coaster, Boneville. That is pretty dope actually. There's Gemini, there's Cedar Downs. Nice variety. There's a few more down here as well, we can see. So yeah, there they are. And yeah, just as we saw the ride jerseys, Cedar Point's also got a park logo jersey as well, also $74.99. But it's that breathable material, really cool option, both in temperature and style, if you want some park merch but kind of want to mix it up. I am a fan of these, and of the t-shirt version, which seems to be made of a similar material, and the hoodie as well. So nice job, guys, nice job. Well, Snoopy, you really know how to run a park. Your ops are good, you restock the freestyle machines, there's ice for everyone, and we're grateful to be here. So, and as Cedar Point thanks us for visiting, I thank you for watching. It's been a tremendous day full of new merch for the 2024 season, Top Thrill 2 merch, and really just a lot of fun to be had. So yeah, grateful to have you with us, and grateful to those who subscribe, like, and comment, mixing up the order there. This has been Just for Peak Merch, and we'll see you real soon.